Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Now, Upset and Razork are on their way across. Will Rogue call off the dive? It's been a while. Malrang stepping forward, decimating smash coming out, hits onto Adam. Malrang's gonna tank with that sap magic. Adam goes in, Oscarinin flashes away, twisted advance, they'll get first blood. Malrang will pay for it. Razork can flash stun here as Oscarin's on the chase as well. He's gonna go in with that zombie form and Adam will fall too. Upset with a double.
Great turnaround plays from Fnatic. This was the time that you were talking about, Medic, that kind of 4.5 minute lane swap, but Rogue didn't respect that it could come through.
You know, Patrick walked back down towards bot. The wave had been frozen on him. They know they're not really going to contest the globs. It's more about delaying Fnatic and taking that so they can get this dragon. A 3-for-1 exchange.
Oh, boy.
Grand Starfall coming out. Unstoppable onslaught as well. Patrick has to flash away from it. Oscar Bennett looking for the chase. Does land the slow. Malrang will be knocked up with the decimating smash, but no more happening.
That wave. Now Upset is caught back up. And when you look at the top side of the map, Oscarinin also has that lead because he got the solo XP. So for Fnatic, here comes the dive.
Adam has flash, but doesn't really have an opportunity to use it before he is just dead. Meanwhile, in the bot side, a dive might materialize here for Rogue. Nature's Grass comes out, only clips onto Mickey. Execute has the ultimate, and even with the TP coming out, I don't think Mickey survives for long enough. Execute tanks up with the Unbreakable Will. The TP was cancelled as Humanoid, I think, met a gravity field in the middle of those grubs when you have these short-range compositions, as you were saying. Rogue will get their second dragon of the game, but Fnatic will be very happy with this exchange.
Yeah, especially now that they could...
But they get ahead, and then they snowball a huge amount over about the next 10 minutes of the game. So right now, they're 4,000 gold ahead.
Sources, and then later on, he blows up Karzi in a team fight, right? And it's a lot of these similar stories that we're seeing as Fnatic learning to play sides.
Larson pulled back with the shockwave. Gravity well on Humanoid. Will stun him up. Knocked back on Mickey, but Fnatic, you can poke and you can prod and you can look for these little bits of damage, but they kind of knew they were never getting a kill.
Year goes on.
Yeah, totally agree with you. We'll see if Fnatic can keep the form going. For now, they're focused.
Just take these turrets the second you're not.
Yeah, that's the main risk, really, isn't it? 6 Void Grubs. If you're not there for 10 seconds, your tower is gone. You can see Upset and Razork playing around the mid lane as Unstoppable Onslaught comes out onto Larson. There's the Grand Starfall as well. Oscarinin has tanked this tower for an absolute ice. He's still just tanking it. What is Sion, man?
This is
why he smacks the tower for half his health. He's a
We'll get back into it is, hey, just hope we can hold on to these structures and play for 3-4 items plus. Yeah.
It's a curse.
I know. But there's nothing else you can do, right? It's like you're just slowly losing out the game.
Yeah. It's just really well synced from Fnatic as well, because they go into fog. Larson, you can see Razork actually leaving the dragon. Grand Starfall is available to him, that Pantheon ultimate. Oscarinin is just going to walk straight in. Unstoppable Onslaught. They get the damage. Look at how low Execute already is with the Grand Starfall there to follow up. Mickey dives in with a Magnet Storm. Malrang falling low. The Otacon secured by Razork. He gets the smite. Mickey pays for it with his life, but Patrick follows suit. Upset's flashing forward, and Malrang is going timber. The tree has been felled, and the petals their prize.
Yeah, Adam managed to sneak a few away, but...
Get the Otacon. Alongside the petals, you do get a buff to all the neutrals you've taken in the game, which will only help, or the big neutrals at least, only help them with the Void Grub push. As Razork dives in, like Oscar tanked that tower for just an age. There's nothing you can do, man.
The thing is, he's at
10,000 gold in the hole. And I don't even think a soul would save you from that sort of death. Razork and Upset should be able to secure the Baron. Oscarinin, Mickey, and Humanoid should be able to keep Malrang, Adam, and Larson away from the Drake. Malrang goes in, knocked up with the Decimating Smash. There's Mickey with the Magnet Storm on the backline. Finds 2, but the rest of his team unable to follow. Grand Starfall in by Razork because he looks for a little bit more of a chase. Execute won't go in, and Malrang will die. So yeah, Fnatic get it all.
Oscarinin came out with more health than he went into that fight with.
Yeah, tanks, man.
Unending despair is the thing, you know?
And seeing it helps works for pasta. But that bit of pasta you can't then eat. And it feels like everything that Rogue have thrown at the wall is now inedible.
Why can't you eat? What's wrong?
Because it's been on my wall, man.
My walls are clean.
When did you like? Okay, firstly we have
Yesterday.
Game Legend. Nature's Grass is coming in. Cleaned your walls yesterday. Yeah. Oscarinin still very tanky here as the engage happens in a 4v3. Larson here to make it a 5v3. Razork's here to try and even out the score. Meanwhile, Humanoid continues to push in. 5v4. Rogue are on the back foot. Razork won't fall, Fnatic will get a kill, and Humanoid very happily will accept all of these himself. Shockwave goes down onto Marang. He gets another one. There's nowhere to go. You're stuck between a ball and a hard place, and your only choice is death. Mickey the only one for Fnatic to fall. 15 kills to 4 and 16,000 gold ahead. Fnatic will clean out game 1.
Fnatic making it look easy, to be honest. Great rotations in the early game, playing well around upset. And then Oscar in the biggest...
usually swings towards the Jax as the game goes later, because Jax just scales a bit better than Renekton, and Renekton is more about, can I isolate someone in a team fight with Slice and Dice, Flash Ruthless Predator, with a little bit of extra gold in his pockets. It can be those, 2-3 CS that really make the difference. Razork is going all the way behind the tower here. Flash? Razork flashed over as well! Oh! I mean, that's gorgeous. I didn't see the Razork flash, but avoids the vision, flashes around.
It's very much on the bottom side of the map here, and it's Fnatic kind of covering their bases. Meanwhile, Razork gets to fully clear out his jungle and be in a position now to contest.
Oscar winning. Chased out by Adam here, who flashes. There's the root caller follow-up, and Daisy's here for the party. Adam gets the first kill for Rogue on the board. Even out the gold lead as well. Execute stepping forward here. They'll get a Drake. They'll get 3 plates in the bot lane. Rogue have started this game off swinging. For Fnatic, though, they'll be looking to strike back, and I wonder how they're going to do that, because Oscar is pushed up a little bit too far on the bot side. Does still have the flash, has that leap strike. Execute here with a Shield of Daybreak. Counter-strike comes out first. They don't get any of the CC. Okay, well, yeah, you got to hit one of those. You gotta hit one of those, and because Fnatic know there's 3 players on the bottom side, they'll come in and invade this top side. So already has that Leandries complete. Mauan and Patrick are gonna start up the grubs. I have the assistance of Daisy. Mickey on his way out of base, but still only about near the Razor Beaks, so a couple of seconds before he's able to rejoin this. Rogue have taken 1.
You're gonna lose a wave on top side as Rogue as they all commit for this.
Razork, Solar Flare, Flash Shield of Daybreak, but there's no damage to follow up, and the Strangle Thorns will keep Rogue at bay. Bullet time opens up, Patrick has to flash away, Maran falling low, shields himself, but it's not enough, and Humanoid will weave his way to another kill. Fnatic find 2 in the battle. Humanoid can't quite get Execute or Larson in the end, but he forces them away from the tower. Fnatic don't even turn their backs towards the grubs.
Shuffle in and got hit by Talia's Unraveled Earth, but Mickey now starting to wrap around again.
There's the quickness, and Larson doesn't get away in time. Mickey takes the kill, Upset takes the plate, while Mickey gets a helping of it as well. And Razork takes the grubs.
Yeah, really well. Oscar goes mid, covers the mid push there, so you can't actually get the tower play. And now you've got this numbers advantage that is created on the bottom side. And even as you go for that, Humanoid TPs back up to the top side, protect the pushing wave from Azir. So across the board, Fnatic are covering a ton of these plays to set themselves up for success, but also then to cover any sort of answer from Rogue in the map.
It's called shifting, I believe, in the technical terms. Means something different.
No.
It's, yeah, good shift.
When you look at what I wanted to see improvements from Fnatic, it's these kind of things, right? And that's why, like, ad nauseum, we're saying the Duffman effect, but it really is these small things. And now Oscar in feeling the execute effect potentially.
Yeah, Zenith played underneath the tower. There's the Solar Flare follow-up. I don't think they have the damage. Redemption will follow here, so Adam is going to be healed up. And with Larson coming across, they should have the damage. No! He gets the counter-strike. Adam flashes away. He's okay. He'll survive. It was almost absolute disaster. It was a moderate one. We'll say 4 on the Richter scale on that for Rogue as they lose damage on top tier 2 as well. The curtain's open, but they're closed by Mickey. They're going to lose the mid tier 2. Fnatic takes so much on the other sides of the map.
I don't know why you send a pigeon to do a crocodile's job. Like, literally at the end of the day, but yeah, it's a bit of a disaster and a whoopsie there for Rogue. Spot's gone, mid's gone. 2 tower as well.
When you're making plays like this, it's so important to have wave shoved in or have no wave in the lane.
Exactly.
So, if you have a longer time before the next wave comes in, you push forward in the lane to make sure you clear that wave out earlier, and then you survive as Adam. Well, he tries to survive underneath this tier 2. He manages to, but the tower does not, as it's now a 6,500 gold lead. Mountain Drake, it is a Mountain Soul for us this game. Otacon up in about 2 minutes as well, so there's the possibility of a 1-2 punch from either team there. We'll say much more likely from Fnatic right now. Rogue have spent most of this series of fights on the mat as the Rifthold charges in towards the bottom side. one mic spawning. If you ride the Rift Herald, by the way, you get a lot more mics as it crashes in, but Alpsa didn't want to put himself in what could be a little bit of a precarious situation. Mickey's going to quickness flash and battle dance his way to Humanoid. The tier 2 in the bot lane falls.
This is why you don't go for the tower.
Okay, so we've got Mickey has the quickness in 7 seconds time. TP's coming out from Rogue as they're about to be pincered. Mickey should just die. He immediately steps into them. Mickey, what are you doing? That was not fine at all. Humanoid looking at the seismic shove onto last, but can't find it. Now Fnatic are fighting on 2 fronts. Humanoid has to flash away from the Zenith blade. Redemption coming out from Rogue as they look for Redemption in this series as well. They've killed off the support, but they can't find more yet. No Emperor's Divide for Larssen. Still about a quarter of that cooldown left. But Rogue could look for the Artican. Remember, tanking it reduces your resistances as the seismic shell comes out from Humanoid and chunks out Adam just a little bit.
It's very hard to go into this area when you've still got the bullet time for upset. And now Patrick! Oh, nearly gone.
Humanoid's on the other side of it, though. Unless he can kill Patrick quickly here, the Solar Flare's going to follow up. Dominos out from Adam. Humanoid caught out as he died a little bit too deep. He'll die, so will Execute. Razor coming in, the bullet time, the Strangle Thorns. It will be enough to kill off Larssen with the Leandri's proc from Razork. So in the end, it's a 2-for-2 in the exchange, but Mickey's already back up and fighting. We're collapsing in the top lane, then Mickey getting caught out because he went a little bit aggressive too early, getting caught out. Then Humanoid getting caught out because he went a little bit too aggressive too early. Fnatic should still win this game. They are so far ahead. 7,500 gold in the lead.
And I think for Fnatic, they kind of said it as well, right? Like a lot of their goals are looking at internationals and looking at worlds and not just winning this one singular split.
Now they have the false life. Weaver's Wall coming out from Humanoid. He tries to separate Rogue from their inhibitor tower. Oscar in pputs the counter-strike down, rooted. Solar Flare coming in as well and already has to withdraw. Mickey going in with a quickness double charm. The bullet time into the Redemption isn't going to do too much. Fnatic invests a lot and still don't fell the tower.
No wave to try and play through now, so Rogue get to hold on for the moment, even having the defender's advantage where they can send some people back.
At least the wave pushed in. Upset does have that bullet time if he feels under threat underneath that tower. Humanoid is looking for a flank here, but he will be spotted on vision as he comes around this corner. Weaver's Wall out. Humanoid jumps off it early. Adam's on the wrong side of it, but he's a croc and he can navigate tricky terrain, so we'll just slice through it.
Yeah, I think Fnatic would have been nice to get the pick, but at this stage now, I think you just try and play this slow, deny Rogue access to the Baron area, and try and shift Oscar in down to that bottom side, because that's where he's a bit more of a threat than here.
Boots on Oscar, Solar Flare follow up. That's a lot used. The Solar Flare, the key long-range engage tool from Rogue, and you can see Oscar immediately jumps in. Double flash coming out. Oscar is going to be locked up. The Zenith blade into the charm from Mickey. Stranglethorn's not going to find anyone, but Execute will fall on the other side of it. Larssen forced away, but he's putting some damage back in with his soldiers. Humanoid flashes, so does Malrang. And Malrang will escape. Larssen looking to open up, does have those soldiers down and is doing quite a lot of DPS.
Rogue have no vision in this Baron area though, so with both solo laners resetting, they can TP into the play, and Baron will be the name of the game for Fnatic. Trying to face check into this is miserable if you're Rogue.
It really is. It's most likely on Adam with Malrang's shields. You put the trigger seat down, of course you can use the bushes as well from Malrang. Larssen's going to be the one stepping forward for the moment. 6,000 on the Baron now. Adam has a blast cone, trying to build up that Fury bar. Humanoid does manage to clip him with some damage of his own. Oscar Winnin falling low. Malrang still looking for that smite, but can't get in there in time. Upset secures it. The seismic shot back on Larssen into the Emperor's Divide. Rogue will find 2, but they can not get away yet. Another seismic shove will land. Upset still has the bullet time here as well as Patrick is taken out by Razork. Adam will have to dice his way across this wall. Humanoid jumps forward. Upset flashes the wall. The seismic shot back. Zenith blade coming in. But Fnatic with the Baron now, and only Adam standing in their ways with a wave as well, will at least be able to crack the base, if not more.
Yeah, Adam's going to have to make some sort of hero play, but against 3 very strong DPS champions on Fnatic's side, it's going to be so tough. He needs to get the wave.
He needs to get the wave, but there's another one just coming in. Stranglethorns, Adam flashes away, clipped by the bullet time. And unlike Matrix, Adam couldn't dodge that. Fnatic will start up on the Nexus towers. They'll take them. Larssen the only one standing for Rogue as Fnatic find a clean 2-0.
Great stuff from Fnatic.